Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. In our last episode, we wrapped things up over at the Orlesian Ball at the Winter Palace, and we just found out that Liliana and Cassandra are in the running for the next Divine, which I'm sure they will want to talk about if we actually tell them about it. I'm wondering if they even know at this point. Empress Celine unconquered. Empress Celine has proven beyond doubt that she is the rightful ruler of Orlais. The usurper, Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalons, met his downfall in Halam Shiral, heralding the end of the War of the Lions. With Gaspard defeated, the Empress's reign will continue unchallenged as she carries Orlais into a golden age. All hail Celine, long may she reign. Crier Bellinas. Alright. I'm wondering if there is a way to try to blame all three of them. And maybe I needed like as maximum or as close to maximum court approval as possible. I also thought there was a way to side with Briala only, or maybe that I misinterpreted that. But anyway, I don't know. I'm curious. I'll be curious when I do my second playthrough what the other permutations are of this. So we have a lot of chatting to do. So we're gonna go around, talk to people now that we've finished another main quest and see what people have to say. Do you have something for me, Sir Morris?
Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
Halam Shiral caused a stir?
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral?
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
Sounds good.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Thank you, sir. Actually, let me ask you something.
Inquisitor,
How's it
Actually,
going?
a deal for
Do
weapon
we have what we
plans.
need?
with Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for.
Good job.
I think I like this
And
job.
I think you're actually decent at this job, man. Art was having his reservations before, but you're actually doing a decent job, man. Good job.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Thank you, Sir Morris. Alright. There's a bunch of exclamation points, and by a bunch I mean there's one there, there's something down there with Blackwall. There's something over here with the... Oh, yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff going on. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Okay.
Good day.
The exclamation point disappeared. Really?
It's good to see you.
Your worship,
Hey,
We'll talk
see ya,
later.
Krem.
your worship.
We'll talk later.
Alright. Guess I'll chat with people here. Iron Bull?
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Shiral was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Yeah, actually, Art agrees. It was a mess. He did not like he did not like playing the game at all. That was not his thing. Totally not his thing.
I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
I don't think that was the right response, though. He didn't hate politics. He just didn't like that. He didn't like all of that. Well, I guess I would specify it by saying he hates the Orlesian politics. He hates the game. So I guess that is accurate if you looked at it that way. Hey, Rat. Alright, nothing for Rat. Alright, I'm almost afraid to talk to Sera. She disapproved of stuff even though she wasn't there. Uh-oh. What's... Sera, what...
One for the Empress, for Gaspard, Briala, the Duchess, and Christopher. Right in the dangle bag.
Remind me not to get you mad.
All right, you're clearly annoyed. can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Sharal that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the door.
Yeah, this was the reason why I didn't bring Sera with me to the ball. Earwigs, that step a ball, that would have helped. You know what? Art's starting to... He's starting to ease up with Sera. He's starting to play her game. Earwigs, that stop a ball.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts.
Ugh.
Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Their mistakes made it worse. Yeah, I agree with you.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky.
True.
That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
That actually went well. Sera and I think Art and Sera, their relationship, they're starting to find some common ground. They got into a bit of a fight, but it looks like they're gradually making up a little bit.
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Coryphanus can push them. I'm thinking
Coryphanus.
pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
Should the Inquisitor do this? How will that help? How will that help?
I don't understand how annoying my people will help.
Look, you have experts for everything. And I know a bunch of tight-ass people when I see them. Oh, sure, they'll complain. But they'll really mean, thank you for distracting me from the end of the stupid world. Come on.
Alright, that makes... When you put it that way, that makes sense. Time with you sounds like fun. No, grow up. You can go on ahead without me. You go with Headman. No, grow up. Time with you sounds fun. Art's trying. He's trying to reach out to Sera. And she makes a good point, you know. If it's harmless pranks, if it's harmless pranks, because you know what's gonna happen? She's gonna end up making the pranks anyway. No matter what Art says, she's gonna do pranks anyway. So it's better that she does it under Art's supervision to make sure that the pranks are harmless. So that's the only reason why I'm saying yes, I'm in.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Oh gosh. What kind of shenanigans are we gonna get into?
Right, General Uptight is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers
Oh, I
a
don't
laugh.
want to mess with Colin.
What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
I won't diminish my general. Great, so what to do? Yeah, I can't do anything to Colin. No, I can't do anything to Colin. Not Colin. Pick somebody else. Sarah's gonna hate it, but it's okay. Oh well. I'm not... Colin and I, we have a very... Our relationship, I don't think we're quite there yet. We're definitely have gotten very close over the last several conversations, but I don't think that he and Art have gotten to the point in the relationship where he can start pulling pranks on him. At least Art doesn't feel comfortable with that. I won't diminish my general.
This was to lower tensions, not undercut my general.
What, 2 minutes of slightly less than perfect will destroy everything? You have to make sure people don't hate the ones in charge by reminding them people are people all the way up.
True.
Oh, fine. Never mind. Let's just keep moving.
Pick someone else. If you pick Cassandra and be like, goodness gracious, Sera. Oh, Josephine. See, Josephine. Josephine would.
Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
Her dolls.
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
I can't mock my. Josephine strikes me like someone who could take a joke from art. I think they've gotten to the point where he can get away with it. All right, what do we do?
Well, Sera, what do you have in mind?
Oh no. Yeah, that's harmless enough. That's harmless enough. It'll. Her dress, but.
Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next
Water's
up.
not too bad. At least it's not a paint. At least it's not a thing of paint. Maybe if I'm dating Cullen. If I'm dating Cullen, oh yeah, I would prank him so bad. I would totally prank him so bad if I was dating Cullen. Because it's a little different. Oh, are we pranking Dorian?
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things.
Oh.
Not for just a bit
This
of
is-
fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't part. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
It's the Inquisitor and Sera. Run! No, I'll cover you.
Nothing to worry about, Solus. It's just me and Sera.
Well, all right then.
Ah, what fun is that? Let's go.
Oh. I can't just run.
You're fun. Sometimes, anyway. Better than most. Makes you seem normal. If all they got was the Herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Anything to keep us inspired.
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good! And Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor.
Wow.
Ooh! Oh, frig. You did it!
Josephine. Okay. Nice. Josephine was the only one. Tavern notices. Archery contest. Saturday. All challengers, Sister Liliana and to judge, except Varric and Bianca. Disappointed by your performance at the Halasha Emerald Ball? Try dancing classes offered by Scout Harding. Scout Harding knows how to dance? I never would have thought. Watch this space for the sign-up sheet. A handwritten note added below. I'm sorry, I know this has been up here forever, but I keep being sent to the furthest corners of Thedas and haven't found the time. Harding. Oh.
Their own, and fall to mortal failings. Where does that leave us? There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time.
Stop the rumors. Okay. Keep that in mind, Meriden. How about you, Cabot? I love your cheese, sir.
Inquisitor?
How is morale?
What's the current mood?
Scorn.
What's the word out there?
As a vigil for the dead later, I'll be closed.
Okay.
As you were.
Inquisitor?
Alright, so we had our fun with Sera. I was surprised she actually said that I was fun, because I denied her 2 out of the 3 pranks, essentially. But... Oh, Sera's not here. Which means Cole's probably not here either. Yeah, which means Cole's not here. Alright. I probably should be getting to the war table anyway, so I'll make my way back here later. Maybe I should talk to Josephine. It would be really cool if I could talk to Josephine about the bucket. Alright, where is the bucket? Where is the bucket? Bucket, bucket, bucket. Okay, wait. Hopefully the bucket doesn't... Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Josephine?
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was at Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
At least they weren't bored.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage.
Right.
It's disturbing. So few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
Yeah, exactly. That would have surprised Art, honestly.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
I felt out of place. Yeah, a lot of people were... There were 2 noble women who said I looked ugly. They said I looked ugly, Josephine. Which is why Dorian had to come out and make me feel better by dancing with me. The Beauty and the Beast, yes. Tale as old as time.
I kept dreading I'd drop the wrong spoon or step on a general's foot.
Well done. Feuds that spanned ages have sparked over less.
Really?
Inquisitor never underestimates the enmity of those for whom outrage is a sport.
Whatever you
Hoping
say.
you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
I'm not sure I'm honored.
I assume that means they both want something very badly from us.
You're quite correct. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a Venatory cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
What sort of man is the King of Nevara?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Nevada.
As a Pentagast, will Cassandra be upset if we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Sikar Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
There we go. That answered my question.
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
That makes sense. Having an ally into Winter actually is a decent strategy.
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium.
Yeah.
Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power.
Right.
Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
Right. That's what I was gonna probably choose Tevinter anyway. Cause yeah, I probably would choose Tevinter anyway. I mean, I'm dating a Tevinter guy, so I can't hate on Tevinter. And it's the long term. And plus, I mean, I'm gonna trust Art's gonna trust Josephine, because Art believes that Josephine's way smarter than he is about these things. And if Josephine says that she would do this in his place, he's probably gonna follow the same way.
Tell the Archon the Inquisition will do Tevinter the favor of wiping out the Venatori on its borders.
Very good, Inquisitor. We'll inform him at once.
Good.
A pleasure.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Perfect.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Ban Vigard of Ferenden is visiting. An honor, to be sure. Please show no alarm if you hear shouting in his quarters at night.
Shouting?
His lordship spent half a year with his lands under siege by darkspawn during the Ferelden Blight.
Oh.
His wife informs me the band still sleeps rather poorly.
Goes to show where my mind was at. I was thinking the shouts were about something else. Never mind. Oh, that's disappointing. So disappointing. Alright. War Council, let's talk about something violence related. Okay.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlay's support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thetis long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
Lillian and Morrigan together.
Fortunately, I can assist.
Oh boy, here we go. Some new ritual, right? Some new dark ritual? Can't hurt. Go ahead and continue, Morrigan. You're intruding.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
Alluvion?
'Tis best if I show you.
It's an alluvion, isn't it? Alright, if you excuse me. Scantily clad mage is about to ask to show me something. Excuse me, folks. No, and it's not Dorian.
This
Right.
is an illuvion. An elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds.
Oh.
That is what Corypheus seeks.
So, out of character, because Art doesn't know anything about this. So the Illuvions are like a network that connect to each other. So you essentially can travel from one Illuvion to another. It's not instantaneous, and it actually, once you're inside the realm of the mirrors, the conditions inside of the mirrors as you're traveling from one to another are very harsh for anyone who is not an elf. Which makes me wonder, so if Corypheus is trying to get to an Illuvion in the Arbor Wilds, should we have an active Illuvion here for him to, invade Skyhold? I'm just saying. That's what I'm thinking as a player. Art's probably not thinking about this. I think Art's a little suspicious of this thing.
You can restore an artifact like this?
There was a price, but one I gladly paid.
In blood?
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvion would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be...
Where does it lead?
Where does it lead?
Right. Okay, so we're doing this, right? We're going inside. Alright. I just wanted to do stuff on the war table. I didn't want to go into a magical new world with Morrigan right now, but I guess I don't have much of a choice at the moment. Oh boy. Well. What's going on here?
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Wow. Whoa, it looks like there's spirits.
I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Is this place dangerous? It feels...
Unnatural, yes. We are, however, in no immediate
Right,
peril.
unnatural unless you're an elf.
The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them.
Right.
As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key?
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
That's interesting. Not all mirrors lead back to our world. So there might be parallel dimensions? That's interesting.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between.
Right.
Like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Right. I'm excited about a lot of this, guys, because I can't say anything. I can't say anything. But those of you who watch this specific series of mine, I'm sorry I'm being cryptic, but any one of you who are watching the specific series, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say this, that I'm actually excited about all of this lore that Morrigan is talking about, because it actually aligns perfectly, almost, virtually perfectly with one of my other series, which I'm not going to talk about right now. I'm very pleased by that.
This is all very interesting, but why show it to me?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh.
Right.
Like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
Right.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
I wonder how Meryl plays into all this, if Meryl kept the mirror intact, because in this playthrough she destroyed the mirror. So I'm wondering if that at all plays in any of this story. Very interesting stuff, Mori. Thank you for letting me know. It's great having Mori back. I did miss her. I can't say she was my favorite character of Origins. I didn't have a character in Origins that I absolutely hated. Morrigan I like just fine, but, you know, I still missed her. So. Okay, well. Yes, there's this mirror that we need Mori to help out with. Where is this exactly? Oh. We're in the gardens. Alright, can I grab some elf fruit? Marketing. Oh, I didn't put elf fruit in here. It's okay. Prophet's Laurel. Alright, let me go back to the war table again, please. So I can put in my... This will probably be the last thing that I'll do for this episode, so if you guys aren't interested in war table stuff, I don't think I'm going to do anything else by the end of this. Oh, there's another throne room thing. I'll get to that. I don't feel like judging anyone at this moment. Maybe Gaspard. Oh, Gaspard's probably going to be... Well, no, Empress Celine already said that he would be executed. So I'm not really sure who we're judging next, but at any rate. War table time. Oh, there's Morrigan. Morrigan's here too. I haven't seen Morrigan and Liliana interact with each other yet. I was kind of hoping that they would do that. More healing potions, schematics. Posture, method, XP. See, I don't need more XP. I feel like I've been leveling fairly decently well. And at some point I'm going to hit the cap, so getting more XP isn't necessarily going to help in the long run. Healing potions are okay, but I haven't been hurting too badly on healing potions. Extra herbs, significant increased discovery range, 50% for each foe studied. Collection of herbs. No, not there. Sterling reputation. Contact artists and suppliers. Rare stocks. Short list. I honestly, guys, I really am wanting more inventory space. Tempered flask, Antivan. Yeah, I want more inventory space. Antivan sold tailors are famed for their ability to hide pockets seamlessly in garments. A few words to the Inquisitor's friends to the north, and its forces can carry more items in the field. There we go. So I have to be very picky because I won't be able to get all of them. Not even if I complete everything. The death of good Sir Ruth. With our aid, Warden Ruth was able to locate a particularly deep enclave of darkspawn, and she did enough damage to disperse it. They tell me her body was found next to the corpse of a broodmother, although no one had seen one prior. Sir Ruth's body was recovered and burned in accordance with Ferelden tradition, and the ashes sent to a chantry to be interred. All will know her sacrifice, Liliana. Rewards received, influence 60. Revenge of the Merchants Guild. Tethras. Are you still skipping out on meetings? You'd have a copy of this already if you showed up once in a while. Not that I mind. I'm happy enough to trade you a worthless piece of parchment for 1,000 crown debt. Jarek. A note has been added to the bottom in another hand. Message deciphered. Translation follows. My name is Varric Tethras, and I'm a Bronto-licking backstabber who steals customers. Scrivenger. Hard in Hightown, a worthy dwarf. New operation. The College of Magi. The presence of Inquisition forces in the College of Magi provoked an angry response from Duke Sandrel. I'm told this led to a standoff where the Duke's forces threatened to attack, and it was our agent at the college who talked the man down. Corbin displayed a level head and sound judgment, both things I would normally never ascribe to a dwarven warrior. The mobs have backed off, and Corbin sent us the artifacts he wishes the Venatori may have been after. Cullen. Influence, Enhanced Life Ward, Amulet. Since there's still a lot on our table to go through, guys, I'm actually just going to go ahead and end the video here, and then my next video will begin with going through the war table, because I don't want this video to go too long. So, anyway, thanks guys for watching, and until next time, love yourselves, love each other.